guys, it's your girl Queen DMC, and I am out here. Just got picked up by my guest Vern Volumes, Mr. Scrapman.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Vern Volumes, Mr. Scrap Paper.
Mr. Scrap Paper.
Yes.
So we are heading so that way we can get started for our evening. It's going to be exciting. This is Throwback Thursday. I'm going to send out some invites just so you guys know that I am on. Hey, Misha, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me this evening. How's everybody feeling? I know it's been a rainy day, but you can't stop because you got things to do. You got money to make. We almost near the weekend, so that's always good. But every day is a great day because you set your mindset for more. And that's what it's all about. So I'm just sending out my invites right now so that way everyone knows that I am on. We get started at 6 p.m. I just like to keep the mojo right. I'm so thankful that this brother was able to come pick me up on this crazy rainy day, but it works out, you know, because we can start the show right here, because this is what we do. We making it happen. That's right. We used to be neighbors. That's what's so crazy. We used to go to the same, like the school right around the corner from where I live. Yes. Oh my God.
Playground.
Yes. That's crazy. Little Creek, all that. Hey, Brother Train. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Hey, Carmel. How are you? I've been calling you Carmela. I'm sorry. You know, I don't like when people say my name wrong, so I will do better in saying your name right. Hit me up so I can schedule you for a Thoughtful Thursday as well, sis. So we're going to get started in our travels. So tell me, how did you get started? Like, what was the day that you was like, this is what I want to do, brother? I'm going to keep the camera on you, but you
basically,
can still stay
I brought some paint, and I decided that I wanted to put something on the shirt and start messing up the shirts. You know, I didn't have anything in the middle of the shirt, so when I would make a shirt, the back would be wet. And just out of curiosity, I put something between the shirt, and I made my first shirt, and I liked the way it looked.
Wow.
So I just continued from there, you know, just to have something where I could call it mine, which was Scrap Paper Designs.
Now, let me ask you a question. How old were you when you did that?
Well, my first painting on jeans, I was like 14 years old. So, you know, that was with watermarkers, you know, in the graffiti era, just wanting to be a part of Beach Street.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's where that came from. And I love the way it looked, just to be original. I always wanted to be one of one.
I know that's right.
I didn't want to be the 10th person with the same stuff on at the party. So, you know, that's just a part of the way I live. I always try to be one of one, you know, whatever I do. Unique, exactly. That's a blessing. God gave all of us style.
Yes.
So, you know, I rock with that.
So you all old school, everyday old school, right?
Oh yeah.
Y'all see the Gazelles, right? He fly.
You see my little medallion?
There it is.
Shout out to Ronnie. You know, this was a painting of mine, and she actually made this, just like leather and everything, you know?
Wow.
So, you know, just being original, you know?
So how have you been coping with COVID since everything started, keeping your creative energy up?
Well, actually, I've been getting more done because I have more time, you know, especially when it first started. You know, I just stayed in the basement and stayed creating, you know.
Something about that basement.
That's something about that basement, because I used to paint upstairs. My wife saw that I had stuff all over the place, and once I hit the basement, I had my music. It was just like real old head mode, just to zone out, listen to some tunes, and create.
Yeah.
You know, that was the best part of that situation.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, no doubt.
She was like, you better go downstairs with that foolishness.
Yeah, I had stuff all over the place. I had sweatshirts and hats overhead. I was all over the place, but you know, it made it a better situation for me because I was able to get more done and I was out the way. So, you know, that was all good.
Yeah. So let me tell you guys how I met this brother. I saw him one day. I was working at Penn Medicine, and I couldn't get around. I was trying to figure out how to get to the other side, because you know you could get lost in the hospital. And I saw him walking down the hallway, and he had this whole fly old school gear on. And I could have asked anybody that day, because you know there's people in the hospital you can ask, like, how do I get to XYZ, you know? And when I saw his outfit, I was like, yo, first of all, that's a fly outfit you got on.
Yes, you did. You did say that.
I was like, where you get that joint from? He was like, I made it. I was like, word?
Right.
And he was like, yes, I made this joint. I was like, I need to put you on my show, brother.
Yes, you did.
And ever since then, that's how it started. Networking is key, man. You never know who you're talking to.
That's the truth.
Because this brother is amazing. I'm excited because I got something made. And when we get to the location where we're going, I'm going to unveil it, and I want you guys to see it.
Right, no doubt.
So I have an original
design.
piece, Mr. Scrap Paper Design. I'm so excited.
Exactly.
Oh, I see we have some more people that joined us. Oh, yes, let me reintroduce my guest since you just got on. This is Vern Volumes.
Vern Volumes, Mr. Scrap Paper Designs. You see the homie with the signature V.
Nice.
That's my logo.
And he says, so what he do? He just told you, brother. Was you paying attention? That's V Brown. Thank you so much, D-Raz Photo Video, for joining us. Big Rubes in the building. Thank you, brother. Great interview today, and we got some plans to do. So, we're almost where we need to be. Now, we're going to 4110.
Right, on your road, right.
But you passed it. It's back that way, right? That's okay. We on an adventure.
Exactly.
So let me tell you guys, I did reintroduce him, and yes, ain't that a dope sign? That's a dope design. So you started at 14.
Right.
You're a part of the hip hop era. And what part of the city you from? West Philly as well.
I'm from West Philly. I'm from the bottom.
Oh man.
I'm from the black bottom.
Yeah. I'm from 46th Street, so we used to be rivals. Well,
Yeah,
not
well,
me,
you know, I
but
lived
just
up
that time.
46th Street too. So my grandmom lived down the bottom, so that's where I was at all the time. So
Okay.
I claim to
gotta
be
claim
from
your
the bottom.
boroughs,
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I lived up 46th Street from like 3 years old all the way until like 13. So you know,
Wow.
I claim that too.
Wow. That's
You
what's
know,
up.
yeah.
West Philly is a broad space of creatives. I don't care what anybody say.
Most definitely.
You know, we have so much culture. Not saying anything about any other area. You gotta make a left right there. Or go back. But it was a very creative cultural era for us, especially at our age group. As I was speaking with Big Rube earlier, he's also from West Philly.
Oh, that's
And
what's
the
up.
challenges, you know, especially what we're facing this past week, you know, we as West Philadelphians, you know, we stick together. You know,
Yeah.
we definitely stick together. So I'm very honored to be able to have two of my brothers on today from that area, and they are doing their thing. They making it happen. So with that being said, with all that's going on, how do you feel about what happened this earlier this week with that gentleman?
Oh, from what I saw in the video, I felt like it should have been handled differently, you know, and there's so many people that suffering from mental illness. So with that being said, you have to think for them. And from what I saw in that tape, he wasn't a threat.
No.
You know, certain situations is you know, some people get wild and they get crazy, you know, but he wasn't a threat in that situation.
No.
And it was just like they was ready to do what they did. And just for the simple fact that they did it in front of his mom, that hurt more than anything. You know, because I'm a person that lost a child. You know, I lost my only son. And you know, that type of pain is
I would make a left, I mean a right, and then go back over so we can get on the boulevard.
yeah, it's unbearable, you know. And it's a hurt feeling, you know, and it just hurt us as black folks too. Because we get to see this type stuff again, you know, and regardless, we march, whatever we do is just like it's gonna happen again. And you know, me myself, I'm just tired. You know, it's just like I'm tired of it, you know. you know, and I just you know, pray for his family and his mom and everybody else.
Yes.
You know, because that's a hurtful feeling, you know, and then for it to be on social media, being replayed
over and over,
you know, and it's just hurtful. You know, it's hurtful, and it's just like another situation that we going through as black people, you know.
It is. It's horrible, but like I said last night, it's very important that we pray and we move purposely, not just because of the simple fact of rioting or anything like that, but just being mindful and prayerful in our moves, because the way that we move is very important.
Yes,
you
it
keep
is.
going straight right across the lane. So with you doing your designs and your clothing and everything, you also are into music.
Oh yeah.
And when did that start for you?
Wow, that started with me actually being a rapper. That started, I think I was probably like 23.
Wow.
It really happened after a breakup.
That's what inspired you?
I was just able to be somebody else. You know, I was so into what I was into that I was always around music, and I was the music man. So my house was the instrumentals, the mixtapes, the Ryan G's, the blend tapes. I was the sound guy. And I had time to open the doors and let everybody come through. And the way I talk, people used to always say, man, you need to rap. And it came from freestyle. Big up to Mike Savage. You know, he's like, to me, he's like the best freestyler in the world. You know, he was on Rap City. He was on 106 in Park. He lost the situation, but you know, off the top of the head, I seen him go through like 20 people with all freestyle rhymes. And you know, that's where it started from, just talking and just becoming an MC, you know. And
so you still rap now? Are you still?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know what that means?
Yeah, senior
He gonna spit something before it's over with, y'all.
Senior Citizens. That's the name, not senior citizens, senior citizens.
Senior citizens.
Exactly, because everybody is like, when I was young, you couldn't wait to be old. Now there's like people older, they trying to go back to young people. You know what I mean? Like, I grace my age. I'm a senior citizen.
I like that. That's
so,
pretty
you know,
fun.
That's for the guys, and it's not even an age thing. It's just being seasoned in whatever you do. Like senior is top of the class. Like be a senior. I'm not a freshman. I'm past that.
Right.
You know, but still learning. You know, I'm always willing to open up and learn from anybody. I don't care if you're 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a sponge.
Right.
So I'm willing to learn.
I know that's right. That's a beautiful thing. So how many of you guys is it in your group?
Well, senior citizens is, man, it's
a whole heap of y'all.
Yeah, it's a lot of us, and it's still like we still taking applications. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever's nice, have confidence. You know, we're available. You know, we got good production. We got people that do camera work. We got people that make clothes, so it's more than hip hop. It's just a culture type of thing, you know. And we around, and I've did plenty of shows, opened up for a lot of people, you know. Been on a CD with Ghostface, Little Kim, Junior Mafia, you know. I did a lot. I had 2 deals since I've been rapping. You know, a deal don't mean that you got money and all that type of stuff, but you know, people. They love my work, you know.
Yeah.
They love
and that's
my
what
work.
It's about. That's definitely what it's about. Yes, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Big Ruby saying, what were we talking about earlier?
Yeah.
And he said elevation, and elevation is key.
That's right.
And that's exactly, see how the universe works. We were just having this conversation earlier, and I'm going to say this because it's very important. I was having an interview with this brother earlier, Big Ruby, and we had an in-depth conversation about everything. Our history, everything. And I tried to post it on my page. You're gonna make a right. Well, you can make a right here. And we were talking about how everything, you know, talking about elevating and knowing what you know and doing what you need to do. And for whatever reason, it did not save. The video did not save. I couldn't post it on my IGTV, but that's because when there's a message, the devil is busy to take it from us. But it's okay, because you know what? I scheduled him for once a month to have this type of talk, to have this type of conversation.
Right.
So, and then on top of that, I get you, and you from the same area, and you dropping the same knowledge. So the universe is listening. This is how networking works. It's still getting out here, okay? It's still getting out here. Shout out to Miss Courtney 17. Shout out to Melita. That's my girl. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. So if I'm not mistaken, you can make a right here, because this is Old York Road.
Gotcha,
and we will be at our destination. We can sit down and talk, and I can see what I got. I'm excited. I'm gonna be fly to death.
Nice.
Down. So, yeah, I just love how the universe listens. I just love how it listens, and it connects great creative people together. So you rap, you do the clothing line. What else do you do, brother?
I'm a grandpa.
Yeah, okay. How many grandchildren?
I have 3 grandchildren, all 6 years old. I have twins, a boy and a girl, and I have my granddaughter Alasia.
Aww.
So that's the 6-pack.
So you
all
can
of them
find a
6
park
years old.
around here. So we might be able to park on this side, like right there where those white poles are.
Is it in this building somewhere?
No, it's right there on the corner. That house right there on the corner.
Make it Yui?
Yes, if you possibly can. So with I can't wait till we get in here so we can really sit down and talk, because we just out here making it happen. And see, this is how I feel. Like, the rain is not going to stop me.
Not at all.
Not going to stop me, because it's very important. With the message that we are trying to get across is to be thoughtful and be concerned about each other. Right. And be concerned about the energy that we create, because that's how the manifestation comes forth, by us being focused on our daily method operations. Yep. We can park right on the where we saw the park earlier. So we're actually meeting up, going to. Yeah, you can park anywhere over on, because it's right there on the corner. And we're going to connect with another creative brother of mine who you guys know well, D-Raz Photo Video, which is Razzmatazz, and we want to sit down and have some more conversation. And if you have any questions, feel free to just click on the little question mark right next to the comments, because that way we can make sure we address all your questions and get to the bottom of Vern Volumes, Mr. Scrap Paper. And we just parking right now. This is how you know we really making it happen, because we parking, we driving.
It's all live, right?
That's right. It's all live, baby. All right. So follow us, guys. You want to follow this brother at Vern Volumes, and I'll be definitely giving you his social media. So that way you can follow him and see his work. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This is a real live, okay? This ain't no BS. This is real stuff. Let me see what we got here. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm still looking up.
All right. Here he is. D-Raz in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Like I said, when creatives unite, the dreams take flight. So we just got here. Let me get situated. This is a real live. That's right. It's the day in the life, man.
Appreciate it.
So you still see I'm repping my shirt here from earlier, because I gotta promote my brothers. This is how we grow. That's why I always call it Let's Go, Let's Grow. And I can't wait to see my jacket, guys. I'm about to world premiere it. This is a Mr. Scrap Paper exclusive y'all about to see. Let me turn my camera around. How was your day? Yes, please. Oh, that joint is dope. That is dope.
See the sleeves done up.
Oh, look at the back. Y'all see it, right? You see it?
It's official.
That is official, like a referee with a whistle. Come on now.
Scrap paper designs.
Thank you.
No doubt.
I love it.
No doubt.
I love it.
One on one.
Yes. I'm about to put it on right now. Hold up. You guys gonna have to get one of these bad boys, but ain't gonna look as good as mine.
Get at me, Vern Volumes, on Instagram and Facebook. Scrap Paper Designs also on Instagram.
Y'all see this? Y'all see it? You see it?
Customize that joint sharp.
I'm like all old school.
That joint sharp.
Yes. You see that? Get the bread. You got to see
That
it.
joint sharp.
Yes. Thank you.
Sharp.
Give me some love, brother. Thank you. Yes, I like the fact that it's white. It's gonna stand out, man.
No, it's
I'm
gonna
gonna give me a
shine.
whole sexy ass dress and wear this joint like, hey.
That's right.
I'm
That's how
loving
we
it.
do it.
Yes,
That's how we do it.
representing
Queens
each other.
DMC. That's right.
That's right. That's right.
No doubt.
Well, have a seat. Stay a while. Take my jacket off because I always get messed up. This is so dope. I'm about to give you my black jacket tonight.
Okay, you know I'm gonna do it. Hook it up.
This one.
I love to do it. You know.
Yes. So what made you start doing clothing?
Just tired of buying everybody else clothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to have an authentic look.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bring some type of light to my side of fashion. You know, I believe art is what you vision.
Yes.
You know, like I'm not the type of artist that's going to draw your grandfather. I draw stuff where you might have to look to the side to see that it's a robot or something like that. You know, I'm just unorthodox.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I view it. That's how Scrap Paper Designs, like I have the prints, you know, jacket.
He represent his
and
brand.
I do hand painted, you know, hand painted clothing. I do sneakers. I do hats.
Now, what is your Instagram exactly? Is Vern?
It's Vern Volumes.
Vern
yeah.
Volumes. Okay.
And I have two. I have Scrap Paper Designs on Instagram also. So, you know, that's like my store, both of them. But with Vern Volumes, you'll hear me rapping, you know, whatever thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, just life. You know, life is what
life
you go through, what
sure.
somebody else go through, and it's a creation, you know.
So what
and
was
you just happen to be in it.
Do you remember the first rap that you wrote and why?
I really don't, because it took me a while to write raps. I was someone that rap off the top of the head, what we call it freestyling, where I look at this, look at that. Just, it's quick thinking, you know. So when I wrote my first rhyme, I think my brother was in the studio and he had a beat left over. He paid for the session. And me and my partner, Lance Dillon, our group was called The Basics. And I wrote my first rhyme. You know, but freestyle, it came easy because I always have a lot going on in my head, but a written rhyme is a freestyle. You just have to take time to write it down. You know, so I wrote the rhyme and did the first song. I forget the name of it, but yeah, it was nice. And, you know, we put energy into it.
Like that you do, that you've written, maybe even recently, that you might be able to spit for us.
I have a project called The Greatest. You know, with me and my producer, Reese Tanaka. You know, he's off to doing big things. He did a lot for a lot of industry people, and you know, always told him that he was going to be big. You know, Senior Spitterson name came upon me because I was over one of my buddy's house. He's younger than me, but he act older. You know, his partner was older than me, and he was rapping and everything. He's like, yo, we don't have a name. So I was going to say it as a joke, like, you know, Senior Citizen. I was like, no, Senior Spitterson. But I never told him. I said, that's too fly. I'm keeping that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping that. So every time I would tell somebody about that, they were,
I'm listening.
They're basically, think it's the best like name that a person can have. I had people laugh about it, because it's witty. You know what I mean? So, that's what we are. We senior citizens. You know what I mean? Somebody that's seasoned.
Yes.
In the game, and we grace our age and our lifestyle. You know what I mean? So, each generation have their years where they feel as though they had their best years. I consider like the late 80s to the 90s was my better years.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so
too. It was my better years.
I see we have two people that have joined us. I have I'm_D Bosco. That's my brother Derek. How are you?
What's up? What's going on?
And William Washington, thank you so much for joining us. Yes, compliments to this. Oh, thank you to the. I can't even see that. To his attire. Yes, he loves your attire. Isn't he, sure? That is so fly.
Scrap Paper Designs, Vern Volumes. I have threads, so you can DM me and put your order in. I don't have a website as of now, but I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it, but if you DM me, I can get you some threads, and I also do the hand painting thing, so, I can hook you up. I do the sneakers.
Oh, wow.
Anything I can splash paint.
Somebody got Tim's.
Yeah, my buddy, I did that for him probably like 2 years ago.
Those joints was dope.
Yeah, and that's what I put on them.
Yeah.
Dope.
Some dope Timbs.
Yeah, some dope Timbs, some Vans, some plain jeans. I do the Converse, whatever.
I know them grandchildren is fly to death.
Yeah, I make them little pieces. They like little artists themselves. Yeah. I'm trying to get them to just do something different.
Yeah.
While I'm doing it, for the most part, we basically like sponges for whoever, like you see a pop that's a barber, his son's normally a barber, and that's how it was with me and my son. He was an artist, a rapper, he was a Pisces, same birthday. It's 4 of us, March 4th.
That's right, you did say that.
Yeah, it's 4 of us on the same day, so, he told me.
Together. It's just a whole bunch of creativity.
Yeah, it's so much that goes on, and shout out to Oskino and Freeway. They both, they lost their sons, and I have testimony with that, like the pain, and the pain that comes with losing a child is like real unbearable, and it made me seek God, where I always knew God, but it was like urgent. Like ASAP, it was times where I wasn't able to go to sleep. I look at a coat hanging from the door. It looked like my son, and it's one of them type things where you gonna need God. Yeah. It brought me to God, and it changed my life. Yeah. To the point now, it's just like I'm just willing to help anybody. Yeah. Like that first week, you gonna have people coming over your house. But it's really like that month after that, when no company is around. You need that call. You need that you all right. You need that I'm bring you some ice cream. You need that.
Yeah, you do.
You need that. Them brothers, man, they gonna need all the help they can get. To anybody that ever lost a child. You know what I mean? My condolences. I'm in that category now, and that was my son was my only son, and actually, he passed in 2012. I turned 40, he turned 22. So that was the last memory. Like that year, we had a good time, and the following year, was like a memorial, but
my condolences to you.
Yeah, it's just hanging in there, what life. And, people going through stuff in their head, like, don't ever underestimate somebody when they say they don't care about somebody, they're going through anxiety or depression. Sometimes you just gotta listen. Sometimes you can't even have an answer for them because sometimes they just want to vent.
Yeah, they do.
They just want to talk. You know what I mean? And they don't want you to say nothing. They just want you to know this how I feel. And that's what I dedicate Scrap Paper to everybody that's going through anything, just be creative. You know, and that was part of my therapy. Matter of fact, like that was my therapy.
Yeah.
Because when I painted and just looking at a blank canvas and was able to finish something, it made me feel better. That was my piece. You know, it wasn't drinking, it wasn't nothing else. It was just, let me finish the shirt. Before I had social media. So once I put it on social media, it was just like, wow, oh, y'all want this? We make another one, you know. So, you know, just being an artsy type of person.
Yeah, I do believe it's therapy.
It is.
It's such a healing process. A lot of times people don't realize how it has impacted a lot of people's lives to still be here. To still be here and enjoy your life, and then share it with people like you. Like this is beautiful, because a lot of times we don't get, with you being home, you don't get to connect with other people.
You're right.
And that's really what Thoughtful Thursday is about, that we need to connect with each other. We need to keep our energy up, so that way we can be the best that we possibly can be, the best version of ourselves.
Yeah,
and carry on those legacies, you know?
That's the truth, and pass it on. That really means something. And I'm a hospital worker, so I get to see what was on the news. You know, I see the young guys coming in there crying, shot up. I see the bullet wounds. I've also seen miracles, whereas people that had basically everything hooked up on them, all type of machinery and respirators and all of that, and guy had actually tapped me on my shoulder like 6 months after he was in the hospital, and it like, I was in shock because I didn't know who he was. You know, he had a haircut, he was clean cut, and he was actually the guy that was on his deathbed. So, you know, it is miracles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got some really good comments here.
Yeah.
On the 3rd, I want that canola. Can't go.
I just bought this joint today.
That joint is dope.
Yeah. I was going to wear my lumberjack. That's what it remind me of, the biggie lumberjack.
Okay, yeah.
With the hat to match. But I wore that before, so I try to stay fresh, keep the checkerboard effect. Red and black, so. And
I see Melita saying you are very talented.
Yeah, I try to be. Thank you.
I do have a question for you. He said, where and when did he tone his artistry? When did you tone his artistry? I'm probably saying it wrong. So what does that mean? When did you tone it?
Well, like became like polished in my craft?
Polishing your craft.
Yeah, well, I've been painting for 4 years now. Okay. Like not including my first pair of jeans at 14. I'm 48 now, so 4 years ago I started in 2016 up until now, just experimenting. You know, YouTube, looking at other artists, and just having the freestyle effect on my art. Really no plan. Just, I know how to just splash paint on the shirt now and just trace it and make something. So, you know, it's just all about freestyle art, you know, and just experimenting, messing up, throwing bleach on stuff, just experiment. Yeah. You know, because fashion is whatever you make it. You think about fashion shows, why would a person be wearing a football helmet? It just magnifies the outfit. Yeah. The football helmet, nobody's going to walk down the street with a football helmet on. It just makes you look at the outfit. So, you know, like with your jacket, like I splashed some glitter on there, just not overdoing it, but just enough. I mean? Just enough. You know what I mean? Just to shine. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's all. Just experimenting, spray paint. You know, I just started using spray paint on clothing. You know, I like that look. Yeah. It's easier. You just can cover a surface without having to actually paint on something. You know, so, you know, just experimenting, trying different things and new things. Thank you. I feel as though that's always a good thing. You know.
So what is there? You said you're working on something now? You're working on?
Right now I'm working on the Senior Citizens Project. Actually, supposed to be shooting a video, trying to shoot a video this week.
Okay.
And me and my buddy, the real William Penn, he's going to L.A., but he was a big help with boosts and scrap paper. He's someone that likes to take pictures.
Yeah.
I take pictures because I have to.
Okay.
I'm really not a
well, you had some fly
dude.
pictures. I had a hard time choosing the picture for the fly.
I'm not a camera dude, but, you know, you got to like your own food.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat nobody else's bird food, but I eat my bird toast. I just scrape it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, it was more so of that, you know, just trying to stay creative and stay fresh. Mm-hmm. You know, I actually have a little bit of the song right here. It's, it's the Anita Baker sample. Mm-hmm. The Caught Up in the Rapture of Love, and we actually rap over. It's called This, That, and the Other. It's just a little something.
Okay.
And I'm on YouTube also, Vern Volumes. Check me out on YouTube. My videos.
Okay.
Senior Citizens also.
Oh, all right. Y'all heard that. You heard it first
so
here.
You can check me out.
Yeah.
I'm just giving y'all a little hook. I don't want to get into it because I don't want to blow the video, but
okay.
Tune in YouTube, Vern Volumes, Senior Citizens. That's all I can give y'all, you know what I mean? But you know what? Video coming soon. Vern Volumes, Senior Citizens with my man, the real William Penn. He's on Instagram also. Okay. You know, he's somebody that's been around just like me. You know what I mean? So he's just creative.
It's that old school hip hop.
It's
I
the
love
vibe.
that.
It's the vibe.
You're telling a story. You know, now these
and that's what's missing.
It's just it's not a story. They I don't even know what they're talking about. I need to know what you're talking about. Like, what are the words that are coming out of your mouth?
Right. That's true.
It's a big difference. So
but
I'm looking forward to that.
You know what? Like, every generation always felt like they had the best generation. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember my mom was telling us, like, turn that hippity hop stuff down.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because we
Stop banging on the table.
Yeah, we basically, because when they came up, it was a band. Mm-hmm. Like, if such and such on the drums didn't come, they really couldn't get a session going. You know what I mean? So everybody had to be there. We took that. We took the piece of chicken that was in the fridge and just put cheese and hot sauce. We just made a different type of meal with it. So, you know, they didn't dig our vibe, but, you know, hip-hop is always fresh. It's always about the new stuff. And, you know, we cabaret people. You know, we had fun at the cabarets and our old school functions and, you know.
What was the dopest thing about our generation that you missed the most? Like, for me, I missed when we would get together and it would just be a cipher, or it would just be like we might just start dancing instead of arguing and fighting or worrying about what the other person got on. We was just cool, you know, like we would compliment each other. That's what I miss. I miss that. The
love. Our era was about sharing. Like if I had Rakim's album, I waited until my buddy got off from work because we were sharing the moments. Mm-hmm. Turn that, you know, rewind that, this, that, and the other. So now it's just like you send it to somebody and it's no sharing of the moments no more. Mm-hmm. Like when we used to go to the club, the prep party, you know, getting dressed, playing this. So when you get to the club, you already open. Mm-hmm. You know, we got to share stuff, going to dollar parties. With your Chinese food and your wings and cats in the back shooting dice, just the moment. Yeah, you know what I mean.
That was good stuff. Those was the original house.
Oh yeah. Really going down somebody's basement, dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
when
saying?
nobody's staying there trying to be cute.
Nah.
You got
it
a
was all
sweat
about
on.
doing moves.
Yes.
You went to a party, you did like 10 moves.
And you practice all week.
All week. That ain't no lie.
But I remember I used to have to make sure my progress report was right just before I could go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I was disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was disciplined with everything, you know, and just because somebody turned out to be a certain way, that don't mean that it wasn't disciplined in the house.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us chose to be the people that we are now, you know what I mean? Or was back then, and we had to learn, like the locks living off experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was a person where I had to learn on my own, like through mistakes and through different things that happened to me, you know what I mean, that made me change. I always had right in my face, but I didn't choose to go that route.
Yeah.
And I learned, you know what I mean? But for my children, I don't want that same thing for them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just believe what I tell you and do everything on time. You know what I mean? Where you are able to better yourself. You don't have to go to jail to read books and lift weights. You can do that at home. Yeah. You know, and it was just like people bragged about the stuff that didn't matter so much that it made you want to be in a bad school. You know, me going to Cato was just like a big thing. Yeah. You know, but once I got there, I didn't like it because you didn't get to learn. You know what I'm saying? And you was already marked as a throwaway. You know, and it was just like over the summer, somebody would always die, and you know when somebody telling you this type of person, you tend to just say, I don't care no more. Yeah. You know what I mean? You already labeled me, blah blah blah. But a lot of good people came out of that school. You know what I mean? And you know, we always get another chance. Yeah. And try to pull somebody in and show them some love. You know what I mean? Because our old heads, I remember the end of the old head really was crack. Because now you had your uncle going to store for you. Because you had something that he wanted. Yeah. And the guys that was older than you that you respect, they calling you old head. So the roles got reversed.
Yes, they did.
You know, somebody's mom, you doing something with somebody's mom, like, you know, that really messed everything up.
Yes, it did.
You know, and the respect, because an old head didn't have to be 10 years older than you. It's just how you move. You know, even if you had an older sister and she was 3 years older, she was like an old head because you wasn't able to get in her conversation.
No, you couldn't hang out
like,
with her.
Go over there with your friends. You know?
Stay in the child's place.
Yeah, but with that crack era and all that, it was just like you had people doing some strange things. Yeah. And you know, a lot of kids suffer from that, from the lack of love and coming in the house, nothing in the fridge. Like, you know, it does something to you. And it made a lot of people better because they basically set their lives up for the simple fact that they didn't want to go back to that. You know what I mean? And they had children and they didn't want to go back to those hard times. So, you know, that's just like part of my testimony. You know, like I've been through a lot. You know, a lot of pain. You know, like after my son passed, like I lost 2 aunts, lost my grandma, I lost uncles. Like it was like back to the point where it was like I was numb. Yeah. You know, but one thing it did, it made me a prayer warrior because I was the one that always set off the prayer because I knew that a lot of people don't involve God in their life. You know what I mean? And I had to learn, you know, the hard way. And that's how I live now. Like, you know what I mean? Like things that's going on, some type of way we just gotta find ourselves and find our peace. Put it to you like that. You know, it's about your peace.
It is about your peace. You
know, so for the old heads that's still out there with the young boys playing ball on the weekends, that's all good. Whatever you're doing, if you bowling, find hobbies. No one has hobbies anymore. Yeah, so if nothing's on the TV, you're done. You know what I mean? Make a Monday a Friday. Thoughtful Thursday. Like this day popping. Because we in it. You know what I'm saying? Like Thoughtful Thursday, you know?
Let's see what we got here. So yes, William is saying crack turned the family tree upside down.
It
You're
did.
right, brother.
It
You're
did.
right. And Khalid 53, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Robert Brodus, thank you so much for joining us. So does anyone have any questions for this brother? You know the little question mark is right there. And if you have just joined us, feel free to send us some hearts. Let me know that you're listening. Let me know that you are, listening to this brother's story. And it's funny because we actually grew up like right around the same area.
Yeah, didn't know it either.
Didn't even know. But
Right.
the universe always connects people.
All day.
And it's crazy because my house was like right the next street over from Salzburger. And we was just saying, you said at the same time, it was the jailhouse on the hill.
No doubt.
And that time frame, my dad was like, no way, you are not going to that school.
Yeah,
And it was
Salzburger,
literally right around the corner from my house. Literally, like, boom. I could walk out my back door and I could see. And I used to want to go there so bad. Because I thought they was having so much fun and I was missing out. My mom and dad sent me to Catholic school. It was like, you're not doing that. We don't want you over there. I do see William is asking, is his clothing line for us big guys?
Yeah, I can order sizes,
Okay.
So, I can definitely get it, It's no problem. Put your order in, DM me. Vern Volumes on Instagram and Facebook. And Scrap Paper Designs, I have 2 Instagrams. So, definitely, I can get you whatever you need.
Gonna hook you up, brother. Gonna hook
definitely.
you up. You want to get one of these jackets? I really like that jacket.
Yeah. I actually got a great one today in black and white. So, just put your order in. I try to put different little, the vinyl print, different colors. Just spice it up.
Yeah. I like that. My jacket is dope. I'm getting ready to give you my black jacket tonight. I got my black jacket on.
No doubt.
And man, wait till this rain break, boy. It's going down, baby.
That's right.
William said he will do. He said, so I have Robert Brodus. He said, do you do hats as well?
Yes.
He does it all.
Go to Instagram, Vern Volumes. You'll see everything.
Yes.
I paint hats. I get them printed up also, but I like to do freehand. I definitely, I have a lot. I have hoodies, sweatshirts, sweatsuits.
I want a sweatsuit.
I do the pants and I do the crew sweatshirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta support each other.
Just check my page out. Whatever I can put paint on, I put it on there. You know what I mean? I do a cereal box. You bring it to me.
Oh, shucks, I heard that. He ain't messing around.
Yeah, no doubt.
He is not messing around. So before we go, because we're getting close to time, you know his social medias. You know how you can follow this brother. And I'm going to close out with what is something that you want to leave as an inspiration to someone that's just like you, like a gentleman that's growing up wanting to do a clothing line. What would you say to inspire him or her?
I'll tell them to never doubt themselves and
Got it.
find the proper information on how to make it a business. That's what I lack. I was into creating so much that I was going around the business. I didn't take care of my business properly. So first I would say find out, do your business, find out your wholesale market. Try to eliminate the middleman if you can.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to raise your prices in order to make something for yourself, to flip, to get other items. Just trust yourself. You know what I mean? Trust that what you're putting out is dope. And wear your own stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's what we lack. If I'm selling scrap paper and you always see me with Gucci on, it don't mix up. You know what I mean? It don't matter. So wear your own brand. You're your biggest billboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when people see you with it on, they expect you to say, "My cousin did it, my neighbor." I'm my own plug.
That's what inspired me to I gotta put this. I gotta get him on my show.
You have to be your own plug.
He had the whole get up, y'all. I'm telling you, he had the pants and the jacket, and he had that old school walk. And I'm lost, and I'm like, I'm looking around. I'm like, I'm gonna ask him. He looked like he know what he's talking about. But the outfit is what got me. And that was like about a year. That was this year, right? The beginning of it was last year. It was last year because that was right around the time I was visiting my mom at the hospital.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah.
Yep. So
but this is where it starts.
Trust yourself You know, get around creators.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to see what else is out there. You know, if it's YouTube or just be around like-minded people.
Yes.
You know, it's not like you copying, but check it out. You know, don't get locked in your own bubble.
No.
You know, so, you know, in the younger people, everybody has vision. Don't be afraid to be around stuff that you feel as though might not be your style. Because, you know, the pants are getting tighter, but you got to have something for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you don't have to wear them, but, you know, you're like a store. You can't have everything, but you don't have toilet paper. You have to have toilet paper. You know what I mean? So, you know, just trust in your craft. Be bold. Don't be scared of colors. You know, we're the type color where everything looks good on us. You know, so, you know, that's all I have to say. And just, you know, put God first.
Yeah.
You know, when you feel as though you don't have the answers, don't be afraid to call somebody, you know what I mean, for anybody. But and love life.
Yes.
Wake up saying I'm gonna win. You know, stop saying the same shit. Like something supposed to happen differently. Like every day is just like the same shit. That's all. You know, so,
we create the day.
Yeah, we do.
We
set our moods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just be the best you. That's all I can tell people. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad.
No doubt. I appreciate it. I appreciate your platform.
Thank you.
Genuine person, and she's going to be on the rise, y'all. Definitely.
Thank you.
Like, serious.
Thank you. Thank
West
you.
Philly Oprah.
That's right. Speaking of two sisters, buddy, y'all heard that,
right? West Philly Oprah.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
So check me out next week. Talk about it Tuesday and Thoughtful Thursday. Thank you all for joining us today, and I'll see you soon. Wait till you see what's next.
Take care.
All right, thank you.
Dude.